Hello everybody, Helen the Russian here, making this video out of my little indoor garden paradise. I'm absolutely loving it and it's doing really good. I've started it about, I don't know, a month and a half ago. So far so good. Refreshing my air in my condo. It's really all working out. So, EDC weekend in Las Vegas. Woohoo! Honest, 100% truth, my least favorite crowd of all the conventions and events in Las Vegas. That's EDC people. Mind, I'm not an oracle of gospel truth. Opinion obviously is very subjective, so I'm not claiming to be all-knowing, but generally speaking, people who come for EDC, they are drug takers, they quite enjoy their drugs, they quite enjoy their booze. As a result, they become unruly, they cause problems. Yes, now, being objective, Las Vegas is tourist-based economy and there is about 150,000 of them. Having said that, most of the people that come for EDC, I know because I've dealt with them on various different platforms and my businesses, like back when I was a waitress, or with Airbnb platform, I've dealt with them for my host. So I know what they are. Generally, majority of them are dead broke. They do not come with much money or hardly any money, to be very, very honest. So they definitely not big gamblers, they definitely not people who's gonna eat in fancy restaurants, they definitely not people who's gonna spend a lot of money shopping here. Having said that, we have to be realistic and objective. That's still 150,000 extra people that came into city and spent some money. 150,000 people spending a little money still goes for the economy. But personally, I avoid them like a plague. So most definitely, not only I won't be driving for rideshare, I am very much trying not drive at all this weekend. Because in the past, a lot of them drive like maniacs, a lot of them drive intoxicated. I'm just trying to keep out of harm's way, basically. That's all there is to it. I remember, when was it, last year? No, year before, I think, 2017, I was driving on Flamingo, going east just before Rio Hotel. So I just passed Valley View and I was in the middle lane, and Flamingo is 6-lane street. Well, what do you know? The guy in front of me with California license plate, we were all moving. There was not heavy, but regular traffic on Flamingo, which is busy, busy street, especially in that stretch. And he came without any warning whatsoever, came to abrupt stop right in the middle lane. Come to find out, he realized he needs to turn into the Rio, so that's what he did. Came to abrupt stop, trying to figure out his way out of middle lane into the left turn. It's a miracle he didn't get hit, it didn't cause a pileup. So that's just one example, and then of course there are quite a few others. So personally, not driving, avoiding everything. As a matter of fact, I haven't been really driving for rideshare for a few weeks. I'm going to Europe. Very excited. This coming Wednesday, so in 4 days, and I'll be gone for nearly a month. So obviously it's busy. I'm trying to tidy everything up, make sure, because in my several businesses that I have, it's me, myself, and I. I'm the sole proprietor and operator, and so I have to sort out a lot of things, make sure everything runs smoothly while I'm away, everything is done, so I don't come back to a mess. And inevitably, it always happens this way. When was it? Mid-April, mid to end April, there was a bit of a slowdown, and sure enough, May came, and suddenly I have all kinds of projects and clients coming at me, which is fine. I'm not complaining. We shouldn't really complain, but it's just that I'm trying to get ready for a long trip away overseas, and all this business comes about. Back to EDC people. I had to, very reluctantly, drive into the city yesterday to Wynn Hotel because I had a business meeting and the client was out of town, and it was a wellness client, but I don't blame him. He didn't want to drive, and so he paid me extra to come to him. Good God, I left the house at 5 o'clock. I kid you not, I did not get into Wynn Garage until 6 p.m. and I was using the connector. I didn't even take the freeway. I was doing the connector. but there was heavy traffic slowdowns, a couple of accidents, and then for whatever random reason, there was an ambulance completely blocking the right turn from Sands into the boulevard. So we all had to go around and wait for the main light to change, which caused, backup in there. But anyhow, and then at the Wynn, as I was walking through the casino, I saw EDC people, and yep, like I said, drug takers, clearly, I'm not making things up or taking a wild guess. That whole thing was obvious. So anyhow, those of you who are planning to drive, obviously, money is money. Although I have to say, a rule of thumb that we all should remember, it's a golden rule. To me, it always worked for me. Not all money is good money. Repeat it like a mantra. Not all money is good money. Sometimes it's just not worth it. Sometimes it's better to sit something out, and not, because whatever money you make might cause a whole lot more problems either immediately or in the future, or even stress, because let's not underestimate the importance of our health. Cannot really ruin your health, because then you'll spend more money on the doctors, or get so sick that you won't be able to do any kind of work, so you won't be able to make any money. These people, EDC people, to me, obviously, like I said, they generally, they have no money, they come without money. But you know how those people are the most demanding people. So those are the ones who would be asking for shared rides and then bitching about them, and then not being where meant to be for the pickup, and then complaining about that, and then demanding all kinds of things and complaining, meaning ultimately, because you know how both platforms, both Lyft and Uber, they always initially, they take rider's side, especially if the rider had complained. It's up to the driver to prove that we weren't in fault, that we were in the right, and depending on what they're complaining about, you might get deactivated. You might. If not permanently, even for 2 weeks. So think about it, like, okay, you go and you drive around for EDC and whatnot, you make, I don't know, $100, $200, $300, whatever it is. If you get deactivated for 2 weeks, that's gonna be a whole lot more than $300 that you're gonna lose. So again, up to you. This is just personal opinion, but like I said, my least favorite crowd. I really feel for Las Vegas police, for Nevada Highway Patrol, because they have to oversee, supervise, and police all that. And while doing so, they have to appear friendly and approachable and whatnot. And I'm pretty sure that EDC thing grates on them like nothing else. Today they interviewed an HP officer, and he did say that a lot of people choose to drive themselves there because it's a long way to get to the speedway, so they don't want to spend money on the ride share, but then they get pumped with drugs and alcohol and choose to drive back, which is the issue. That's precisely the issue. And he was very clear, and good on him. He said, make no mistake, you're gonna go to jail. That's what's gonna happen. So it is what it is. Anyhow, hopefully everybody has fantastic weekend, and do whatever you think best for you. Like I said, I'm going to Europe. I'll be away for about a month or so. I don't know if I'll be making any videos, probably, because I'm going to Moscow, as I own a condo and then my mom lives there. But also I'm going to Budapest, to Hungary. I'm very excited about that. I haven't been, and it looks absolutely beautiful. So depending on what I find there, I'll post some photos on Instagram, and I might make a video. All right, so everybody, again, have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe, stay safe, stay safe. Once again, not all money is good money. Bye now.